Dan, a fantastic grind-out win from your team tonight. You must be proud that they were able to do it under such difficult circumstances, being away from home, coming off a loss, to grind out a win like that. You must be really proud.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's probably one of our most important wins so far in the season, and I think every time you get into the reverse fixtures, the matches are so much tougher than the first time you meet the teams. And we knew Lightning coming in had some great momentum and playing some really good netball, and we're going to be challenging all parts of our game. And the biggest thing I think we take out of tonight is just holding our nerve in those pressure moments and being okay going goal for goal and finding a way when the heat was really on. So yeah, a really important result for us, I think.
You didn't have it all your own way tonight. Obviously, I felt Shanice went in and out of the game, particularly in the second quarter. I felt that the Lightning got the better of her. The introduction of Olivia changed everything. I feel like that was the momentum swing that really found the Fever, unstoppable in that last quarter. What was your thinking around that? Did you feel that was Shanice, or was it more that you just wanted to inject Olivia and give her that chance under pressure?
Yeah, a bit of both. I think we probably had to change the dynamics slightly and also what we looked like. I think we were playing a little bit small and low, and we probably had to get a bit more presence about our game. And obviously Olivia brought that in immediately with her ability to take a great phase 1 or phase 2 drive and straight away get into the action of taking shots to post and freeing up Jay a little bit, which is really important. And Olivia's on a journey here in her first year as a rookie player, but she's getting better all the time. And I think to be able to enter a game in a pressure cooker moment is huge for her. And she's been demonstrating great growth at training. I've always been very mindful that we need to keep getting her out there and putting her in these situations and seeing where her game's at. And she learnt some lessons very quickly today when she first got out there, and I think she'll take a lot of confidence out of today's game, because she was a bit of a game changer for us for sure.
Liv, how did you assess your game?
Yeah, I was happy to get out there today, and as Dan said, getting out there in a really tight game was something that I hadn't really experienced. So we practiced those situations at training all the time. So yeah, I felt really prepped and ready to go when it came.
I mean, you stepped out on court and you got off to a flyer, had probably a pass you would have wanted to take back straight away. For a young 20-year-old to have a mistake in your first 5 or 6 seconds on court and then turn it around, it shows a lot to the maturity that you've got out on court.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I take lots of learnings out of just executing my basic skills, and something, again, I've been practicing at training. So yeah, just keep practicing it in training, and then I'll be able to do that out on court more consistently.
How's the luxury of having the English captain starting goalkeeper for you tonight? I thought she was instrumental in that shutdown role of Conan and Fretwell.
Yeah, I think Fran is a great team player, and she embraces any role that we needed to play week to week, and sometimes the role changes. And I think the beauty of our defensive circle this year is they've all got really established partnerships and seamlessly interchange when we want to pull those moves. And I thought we needed to keep challenging Steph and Cara today, because they were up and about at times, and we just need to keep looking for that different attribute to try and disconnect. And Fran is very good under pressure, and she really brings a great level of hustle and intensity to the court. So I thought the accumulated pressure across 60 minutes of our defensive circle was really important for us today. And Fran certainly finished off and polished off the job there at the end.
How do you attack next week? A huge matchup against the Adelaide Thunderbirds, probably a game that all netball lovers are just waiting and dying to see. What does the week look like for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's a really important one that we demonstrate the learnings from last time we played them. And whilst we got the 1-point win, we probably thought we were a little bit lucky to get it. And whilst we played well at times during that game, overall, I don't think we played that well, and Thunderbirds were playing some really good netball. So I think we're keen to play our brand a little bit more against them, and not I guess, buy into their strengths too much, which we probably got caught up in a little bit, which is what they do to every team anyway. So we just probably want to be a little bit better at that and backing ourselves in a bit more. And I think tonight was a great test for us to hold our nerve under pressure and go goal for goal, and we expect very similar type of intensity against the Thunderbirds next week.
Liv, how did you find the physical attributes of that match out there on court today? There's a lot of body contact.
Yeah, definitely huge in that defence end, and something that we were anticipating coming into the game. So I think just adjusting quickly and using my strengths was what I was focusing on anyway.
The first, or round 2 against the Lightning, guys won by 25. Tonight was 3. What were sort of the differences there that sort of made that such a smaller gap?
Yeah, I think we're not a surprise anymore. I think in the first probably couple of games of the season, people were probably surprised at the quality which we're playing. So, second half of the season, teams scout you and the competition really does level up. And so expect to see a lot of different results going every which way over the next 8 rounds. I think it's really a part of how the competition works. But they've gotten a lot better too, and we've adjusted our game slightly too. So we were really parking what last time looked like. And again, Lightning came into this with some great momentum, some good established partnerships now, which seem to be a little bit more in sync than what they were early. And we expect that in all the games in the second half of the season, very different to what you faced first time around.
With that attacking game and match-up, and with the Lightning also having their combinations stronger now, what was sort of the game plan for you guys tonight?
Yeah, I think for us, very similar, I guess, to Vixens. It was very much a transfer in some ways. Obviously, the moving circle is quite unique at the moment in terms of how dangerous it is and how much it can rip defensive teams apart. So we thought we weren't great last week. We wanted to be better at our game plan this week, and I thought we were over time. And then I think the defensive style that Lightning played, probably very similar to Vixens too, with the bigger bodies and the range and the offline marking at times too. So there was good transfer from week to week, but the game plans and the strategy is becoming more and more clear as weeks goes on, which makes it really fun.
Is there any pressure for you guys at the moment with being at the top?
I don't think so. I think at the end of the day, you want to beat every team you play against, irrespective of where they sit on the ladder. And I think what we have done over the first half of the season is demonstrated that we're in the mix. But I don't think we're any more in the mix than what the Vixens are, the Thunderbirds are, the Swifts or the Lightning. I think it is really incredibly close. And I think that's what the game's going to look like over the second half of the season. So we've done well to put ourselves in a great position, but on the day, it's whoever shows up and executes. So it's going to be a great run home into the back end of the season.
Yeah, like just going on from what you said, there was such back and forth momentum there in that match. Is that how the top 3 or 4 or 5 are looking now for the back end of the season?
Absolutely. And I think you just need to keep training and preparing for that, and being able to just stay with it in the grind and make sure that you've got everything you need to keep your composure in those moments. So again, we welcome today's performance because we know that we're going to need more like that in the games to come.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cheers, thanks guys.
All the best getting home safe.
Thank you.